Aloha, everybody from Raiderland. Hope your week is off to a good start. Time to take a look at a couple of things here from this week's upcoming season ender with Texas Tech and Baylor. First off, let's get this out of the way. It is time for this game to go back to home and home for a lot of reasons. I never liked the idea of Baylor going away to Jerry World. I thought maybe it was an interesting experiment for a couple of years. Really, it was the final failed grab by the Metroplex elites to try to get a game. Once they failed to get the A&M game moved there, they had to do something, so it ended up being Baylor. Bottom line, though, is the dynamic in the business paradigm, well, it's changed over the last several years, and it's going to continue to change. Texas Tech and Baylor have both increased their stadiums. Texas Tech significantly in size, and now makes quite a lot more revenue than it used to make. You're still hurting Lubbock, I believe, when games are taken away, and I don't buy into the whole recruiting idea. I think you're better off selling Texas Tech when you know you're selling Texas Tech. I'm sorry if it's inconvenient for some, but Texas Tech is located in Lubbock, Texas, and West Texas. They get great crowds. It's a great atmosphere, and that's where the kids are going to play. I think it's a better sell. Now, if you still want to do a game in the Metroplex, I understand. And as we said last week, it should be Texas A&M at Thanksgiving in a neutral site game. The other thing that may change very quickly and why Tech should look at getting out of this thing is that most likely you'll end up in a conference not with the Baylor Bears. The Baylor Bears are going to be on life support when they look for a home over the next couple of years as the Big 12 implodes. So that series won't continue. Bring it home and home. All right, the other thing we're looking at this weekend is probably the final game for Pat Mahomes in a Texas Tech uniform. It probably should be the final game for Texas Tech and Pat Mahomes with him in the red and the black. People will say he's not ready for the NFL. Well, I got news for you. Nobody's ready for the NFL. Troy Aikman wasn't ready. Dak Prescott ain't ready. I know, but wait, he's winning. Yeah, he's got a lot of good things around him. The thing that won't change for Pat Mahomes are his measurables. They're not going to get any better with another year, and he's not going to do anything in the tech system that really simulates anything to the National Football League. If he's high on the board, if he's one of the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarterbacks projected in this draft, I wish him well. I thank him for his service at Texas Tech. He left it all out on the field and more, which is the other reason why he should go. I don't think there's any chance he can make it through another season at Texas Tech staying injury-free. When you're a professional athlete, and that's what he's about to be, you are a perishable good. You are a commodity, and you must maximize that. And I believe for Pat Mahomes, the time is coming up this spring to do that. I hope that's what happens for him because I think he's a hell of a young man. The way he's handled himself at Texas Tech within the media and everything else, having to stand there on Mondays when other assistant coaches don't have to do it, and he has to field questions that I think should go to full grown-ups, well, he's done a great job. All right, that's a couple of things we're taking away from the game this week. You tell us down in the comments section below what you think is important about this Texas Tech and Baylor game. Should we move it, and should Pat Mahomes go pro? We'll talk to you soon in Raiderland.